Hi folks, Jobin here. I get asked questions about this a fair bit, so I thought I'd put together a video of instructions for one of these little capsule lighters, or peanut lighters as they're commonly called. Now, this is a little lighter in a screw-together waterproof metal capsule, and it's not a butane lighter, it's the old style which has liquid fuel and a wick and a flint wheel to light it. It works basically like a tiny little Zippo. The construction is almost identical aside from the shape of the case. So let's take a look at this thing's insides. The first thing you need to do if you want to fill it or change the flint is pull out the insert. These are the working pieces of the lighter. On the bottom here you'll see this padding, and we'll get to talking about that in a minute. And you'll see this screw. Now, if you want to change the flint on the lighter, you need a small screwdriver, and you need to undo this little screw. It only takes a few turns, and be a little careful because there's a spring in there. See? So there's the screw. Put that down somewhere safe and don't lose it. And there's a little spring. And two more items. This little piece is, I think the term generally used for this kind of thing would be a follower. It sits on the end of the spring and pushes the other item, the flint, up against this wheel with the grooves cut in it that makes the sparks when it scrapes across the flint. So if your flint was all used up, you would undo that, take out the pieces, put in a new flint, put the follower in the end of the spring, and put that down in there, follower going first, and take the screw, put that on the other end of the spring, and push it down, and do like the first turn with the pad of your finger, makes it easiest, and then just gently tighten it. You don't really need to go too tight, just make sure it's snug with your screwdriver. So that's how you change a flint. And to fill it, you just take your lighter fluid. The stuff's available at most grocery or hardware stores. It's very cheap. I think a bottle like this, which will last you months and months of use, it's only about $2. This is actually really cool stuff, by the way. When it says excellent for cleaning, they aren't lying. This is a great, like, sort of mild solvent. It'll clean up, like, adhesive residue, grime and stuff. Really kind of nice. It's cool stuff. But anyway, you take and you basically just soak this cotton material in the lighter fluid. Put it back in the capsule. Make sure there isn't too much lighter fluid on the outside or on your hands, otherwise you might burn yourself when you light it. And strike the wheel, and there you go. Now this wick here goes down inside and curls all around in amidst the cotton balls, and it is adjustable. If it ever burns down too far, you could take a little pair of pliers, pull it up a little bit. This one's actually probably a little too shaggy. Makes the flame a little large. So what you might actually want to do is you might want to trim this, and so it's just a neat smaller wick there, maybe about half that height, and that would probably be about right. so you can adjust the wick height, and there is more wick in there if you ever burn it down. Since this one's all soaked in lighter fluid, let's grab this one and we can actually take a look in there, and I'll show you the wick and stuff. Whoops, that's not the tweezers. I think I might need these. There's a little pad with a cutout that goes around the tube with the flint in it. Let's see if we can get this stuff out. Tough. Might need stronger tweezers. There we go. Aha. Alright, so there's the rest of the padding. And here's the wick. This is basically, I think, cotton twine with wire running through it, just like the wick on a Zippo. So it'll take a shape and stay there. You should be able to use standard Zippo wicks as a replacement. If you look down in there, see there's a hole. So what you'd probably do, and it might be a little tricky to get the end of the wick through the hole because it's a fairly small hole, but you'd stick the new wick down and stick it up through there. I'm not going to bother showing that because, like I said, it probably would be a kind of fiddly little task, and I don't want to eat up too much more of your time. But you'd stick the wick in, have it come out the hole, and then repack the padding around the new wick, put the little cap on the end, and put it back and reassemble the lighter's insert back into the casing, and that would be that. So those are all the maintenance and filling operations for a peanut lighter, and I hope you guys found this helpful, and enjoy the rest of your day.